seems to be a war taking place in Johannesburg's inner city, a battle of ownership between property owners and those living in hijacked buildings. Buildings such as this one, located on Jeppe Street in the CBD, is one of many around the city that have either been taken over by people living for free or by self-imposed landlords claiming rent off of unsuspecting residents. Daniel Suma is a portfolio manager for City Property Group, which owns the Lister Medical Center, situated on the other side of the dilapidated, hijacked building. Suma says while his tenants have not been dissuaded from renting from his building, the stench of rubbish coming from next door sometimes makes it difficult for resident doctors to operate.
We went to the third floor balcony from our side and had a look into the building next door, and you could clearly see, I mean, we've previously put palisade fencing up and barbed wire, etc., to kind of secure that people are not coming in, as well as all the alarm systems and the beams and the burglar bars, etc. But they continuously will be throwing things over into our building. They react very badly to when we actually go onto the balcony and start cleaning. I mean, everyone's of the opinion, what if you get taken in there, you're not coming out.
He says not only is the building a health hazard, but a safe haven for criminals who operate in the area.
What's going on inside there, I would never go in there, and I don't really know from a day-to-day basis, but you can see the guys standing outside on the patios, just hanging around. I see many of the street guards who are helping people park over here walk into that building. It's a terrible security risk. It's a danger. I would never walk out of this building, take a right and go past that building.
We spoke to a business owner who has a shoe shop next door to the hijacked building. For fear of being victimized, he requested that his identity be hidden. He says the presence of illegal residents has negatively impacted his business. He cited several instances where residents of the building next door broke into his shop.
I'm talking about just now, 2013, they broke into our shop from first floor. They broke the wall and came in, and they stole a lot of merchandise as well. We saw them on the CC camera footage, but no arrest was made after that.
Further attempts to speak to business owners around the building yielded little result, with many saying they did not want to cause trouble with the occupants of the building. The city of Johannesburg told the Mail and Guardian it could not reveal the exact number of hijacked buildings in the inner city, but said 19 properties were reported to the department as being hijacked during the 2014-2015 financial year. But a document dated May 2015 by the Inner City Property Scheme, a City of Joburg initiative, estimated that 400 buildings in the inner city are hijacked. Tough Limited is a property investment company that provides loans to potential investors wanting to buy or renovate residential property in the inner city areas. CEO Paul Jackson says clients of his company own the former Ridge Hotel in Berea, which has been hijacked and allowed to deteriorate.
The biggest form of hijackings is in the light industrial areas of Jeppestown, Malvern and City and Suburban, where old, underused or unused light industrial buildings have been taken over by people that don't own them.
The point is this kind of action can set back the inner city regeneration by years and years and years. Am I about right on
Absolutely.
that?
And investors need that confidence.
We visited the affected building where hundreds of tenants were recently evicted.
The hijackers acted in full view of every resident, and not one resident stood up and said that I'm not party to this. And the truth of the matter is all residents stopped paying where they were supposed to pay. These were damages that were caused by the hijackers. And we went to court to ask for protection in as far as the right to control, and that order was granted.
This is the first time we're starting to have hijacking risk come to existing buildings that are clearly owned and managed by somebody.
Last year, Public Protector Thuli Matanzela delivered a report on behalf of entrepreneurs Pindi and Tshepo Gaudi, who lost everything after the building they had acquired was hijacked. She found that the city had failed to enforce its own laws, which would have seen them disconnecting electricity and other services to the building. She said the failure amounted to maladministration. In her recommendation, Madonsela directed the executive mayor to ensure an internal investigation be conducted into the cause of the city's failure. She also called for an urgent investigation to be conducted in respect to all privately owned buildings that are illegally occupied, and that the city complies with its responsibility to provide emergency housing for those needing to be evicted.